But it's all good.
Yeah. All right, so Ivan, let's talk about how possibly you have, what advice you've given your cousin as far as the recruiting process and even on the field stuff.
Okay. Well, basically, when I first heard he was getting national recruited, yeah, mind you, growing up with Dae'lun, he wasn't always this tall. Don't get it. He was little. So, I mean, I always thought I was the football guy, but honestly, I'm proud of him because I always wanted him or Zarek, my little brother who also played football, to do way better than me. And to see him achieve this much and to continue his education, not only to go play football, but also want to continue his education and get something good in his life. Basically, all I ever said was just give it your all. I mean, you can't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, make it 100%. And you can't regret doing anything if you gave it your all. So, I mean, to see him going this hard and training and I guess going to combines and getting himself out there personally, because of course he went to a great high school in Dunbar who has a great, outstanding football program, but Dae'lun has put in work. Like you said, a quote I seen this week that stuck with me is, the only place success comes before work is in the alphabet. And Dae'lun has put in work. I mean, I can't be more proud of him. And it's not like this is like a long distance. This is a close cousin, grow up together, seen him a lot, families hang out a lot, best friends, anything. So, I mean, I'm just proud of him. And hopefully, I mean, if the league is in his future, the league is in his future. But he know education first, and we're going to roll from there.
I used to think sometimes that Dae'lun was like, kind of like was a Milford player because I used to talk about him so much. And the more he talked about it was the more I got mad that he wasn't ever right. But it's the Dunbar, they friends of the family, they friends, friends of our program, and we super proud of them. So how does it feel being really labeled a national recruit? How did that feel?
It definitely felt better from what I was going through my junior year. And since I got in high school, I only played really one true year wide receiver. And because my junior year I got hurt my second game, something to do because I was growing too fast. So it's a big accomplishment.
Awesome. We're super proud of it.
Wish I got that in.
Yeah, it's gone now. I don't feel it.
Now you just
It's done now. You think 6'5"? It's done. The whole foot taller than me.
You're not that short.
Yo, I'm 5'5".
You're right. 5'5" and a half. Give
Yo,
yourself
I'm
half.
on a good day. That's the good day.
when you wear Tim's.
I'm feeling good. Your back straight. You know what I'm saying? You walk a little tall. Yeah,
Tall as shit.
That's that 5'5". So we want to start with the football news. My first topic today, I don't know if y'all heard, but early last week, 4 Auburn football players got locked up for possession of marijuana. And right now, they're trying to charge them with second-degree possession of marijuana, and they could face up to 1 year in jail and up to $6,000 in fines. And that's not to mention what may happen at school. You know what I'm saying? That's lost a scholarship, probably get kicked out of school. So hey man, college players, y'all better watch yourselves, man.
Speaking of
Stop doing this stupid stuff.
Speaking of stupid stuff, there was an incident yesterday at Florida State where their backup running back got kicked off the team.
For what?
For marijuana?
No. Domestic abuse.
Jeez.
So these like you said, these colleges, they ain't playing, but they're done. So, go ahead.
Do y'all have any sympathy for those guys?
I don't.
I mean, I got sympathy for the parents, man. I mean, just because they might have to start paying some tuition.
I try to put myself in those shoes, the shoes of, back when I was going to Morgan and at that age range. And I was thinking to myself, I kind of think I had a little bit more sense than that. Just a tag. I did crazy stuff, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not jeopardizing my scholarship.
Exactly.
Right, especially with them. Then they got caught with a decent amount, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all right. You're a kid, so I get it. You're in college. You want to have fun. You want to do some things you ain't supposed to do. I'm not gonna say I was perfect, but to be caught with that amount and think you was gonna get away with it, I just think now it's so much socialite stuff and national attention that they think that their name is gonna get them out of a lot of trouble. where it's not. Just like, what was the quarterback that got pulled over for DUI? And
Ohio State quarterback.
yeah, and he kept saying, well, I'm blah, blah, I'm such and such.
What was it? Barrett?
Yeah, I'm Jason Barrett. The officer's like, so? Like, you're still here. Yeah, so I mean, I don't have no sympathy. Like, if you're going to do it, you got to make sure you do not get caught. You can't just walk around with it. Or, it's not like they had a homeboy who's not on the football team who could have, take this and we'll help you get out of it later. He's like, we're going to keep this on us. And it makes your program look bad. So parents who look at the program were like, but then y'all have four players smoking marijuana. Like, I don't want my child doing that or around that. So I don't have no sympathy for them at all.
I mean, it's crazy. You have to have some kind of sense that when you given an opportunity like that, or you earn the opportunity like that, you need to take advantage of it all the way and not do something stupid to jeopardize it. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody gets that opportunity. And people that are out here selling drugs are the ones that aren't provided that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You're giving a way out, and you still deciding to send back to where people struggling.
And, and here's another thing. On that team, there's 85 guys on scholarship.
Right.
Take your spot.
They'll take your spot easy. And your scholarship, you give it to the next team.
You come a dime a dozen.
Can you imagine the thoughts that went through Coach Malzahn, the head coach at Auburn's mind when he got that phone call before his kids went down like that?
Are they starters?
It doesn't matter.
But
They come to work.
It doesn't matter. When you offer a scholarship, you offer a scholarship because of talent, because of character, and what you bring to that program.
Right.
So,
Right. Exactly.
he's like second guessing himself. Like, did I miss something? Like, should I be able to see?
That's crazy.
Hey, D, it's a warning. On air. He's smart, man. He's smart. He's smart.
Please be smart.
We had another topic, Texas A&M.
Yeah, let's get on this show. So, for those who don't know, and this is where the whole how big social media has become in the world of recruiting and college athletics and all that. So basically, we had Texas A&M had a recruit. I think it was a quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
He was another big quarterback in the nation.
Correct. Yep. From Bishop Gorman.
This is
There you go.
Yep.
Right. So he says, you know what, I'm going to open up my recruitment, X, Y, Z. He didn't really give a reason. I mean, until you sign your name on that paper, you really don't have to give a reason. So when he says that on Twitter, then here comes I guess it's the wide receiver
coach.
and just starts blasting the kid. So in turn of him blasting the kid, another guy that they were recruiting said, you know what, I don't want to go to Texas. They're all about this.
Yep.
And so instead of him saying, well, backing off, we're trying to retract the statement, he goes even harder. I think coaches got to be more socially responsible. Just period, point blank, end of story.
Well, he followed the NCAA rules. He didn't mention nobody's name.
Yeah, so he threw the shade correctly.
He didn't about NCAA
He went
rules.
super hard.
He went super hard. Oh, let me see if I can find this.
He went super hard.
Yeah.
The thing that just stick out to me is that y'all boys soft. It's
Not
it's
loyal.
just something-
Not loyal.
Not loyal.
And we talk a lot about loyalty,
We talking about
but in this thing with the relationship between the players and the college, it's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business. And they will snatch your scholarship offer real quick. You know what I'm saying? So until that paper is signed, like Coach Watts just said, you have a choice where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Just because you said it don't mean situations don't happen.
Yeah.
And people gotta respect that. You know?
Yeah, so
It ain't always about trying to hurt your business.
It's about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, but like you said, just like these programs hold players accountable for their social media and what they put on their social media, how they portray themselves. You got carry the same respect. You got to carry the same respect and do the same thing.
Right.
So
Right.
So let me ask you this, Dae'lun. If that was Coach Gaddis that vented on the wide receiver coach at Penn State that vented to a decommit on social media like that, how would you respond to it? And thank goodness it's not like that. But this is just a out there question.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to do anything like that. But if he did, that just showed like what can happen to me. So
You would decommit?
I wouldn't decommit, but
You would have a conversation with Coach Franklin.
yes.
Like, hey, man.
on, man?
Oh, for the record, the tweets have been deleted.
Oh, yeah. But he tried to say that.
But they haven't been deleted because they still on my time. I like it.
He tried to say that it wasn't towards him. He did. They kind of did it at the same time. He's like he was unaware of the quarterback's decommitment, but he's like, but still, it relates.
Not loyal. Yeah, I hate that, man. If you're a coach and you felt like that, feel free to tweet it. If you really felt like that, but the worst thing now is the back off of it.
Right.
I mean, you know, slap on the back of your hand for saying it. Like, you didn't mention anybody's names, and he alumni of Texas A&M, right?
Yeah.
So he got a different, you know, mindset. He might have personally recruited that quarterback. Like, you never know. It's a lot of ego and a lot of conceit that go into recruiting these kids. Right? You know what I mean? So, you know.
All right, so I got it right here. Here's the main tweet. Quote, I feel sorry for people who never understand loyalty. I can't really even vibe with you. At the end of the day, trust is 100 and everything else is BS. So, of course, you know, tweets been deleted.
If you can't say something that strong and then back off of it.
And then he did.
Like no.
You should have said I said it, and I could have said it a different way, but I didn't. And
Right.
So then he issues an apology. It says, quote, last night I made some impromptu comments on social media out of frustration and out of a true love for Texas A&M football. I want to apologize to all the young men in high school who worked so hard to achieve their dreams of playing college football, and I wish them well wherever they end up. I also want to apologize to Coach Sumlin and the Aggie family for not representing our university the right way. I need to and will do better.
I think that was his wife and his mortgage talking.
And recruits, please come back.
Because you want to think about that mortgage when you tweet it.
Like moving to a smaller house, bro.
That's crazy, man.
So just all that to say, just be responsible. I think coaches, players and coaches need to be more responsible on social media, and that being said, sometimes they need to follow their own advice.
Speaking of tweets and quotes, the head coach at my alma mater,